It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Ravens and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We call that a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And
just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, #1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Off the option, it's Jones. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Off play action, Fields. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. (7-7) our score after 1. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. An option handoff given to Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. They snap it to Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. On first down, Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Fields throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Fields on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Mike Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that blitz coming and down he goes?
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. One play action. Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw is Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. They'll run on first down. Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
On first down, it's Harris. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third down, here's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again, Fields. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Gets through and now an opening. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the option, it's Jones.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Looking to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Play action. It's Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the 50, here's Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd.